Hello everyone, Spectre Heart here, and today's gonna be another long video as we finally go ahead and move forward with the main story of Natlan. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Whee!
This shall not be my fate.
And here we are, nicely transitioned. Nothing happened at all, I swear. Alright. Ooh. We've been drawn in.
Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
Okay.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together.
That's good, that's good. It's always good to work together in trying times.
Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
That's good. But I believe that also means that potentially I think his college Neziah may also get that information too. It depends on how the Catherine robot situation works information-wise.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
Hi. Oh, there's always new commissions, Paimon. What are you talking about?
You two have come just in time.
Of
I've got
course.
some good news. The
Good.
Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan.
Ooh, that sounds both good and bad. Good at the fact that things are being assembled and things are getting ready to go, but bad because of also what's going to happen afterwards.
Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land.
Okay, so reconnaissance, got it.
Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
Okay, so all of the forces are positioned now, and so now they need a reconnaissance, so once we get the information that we need, then we send it to the closest people, and they can send it to the relevant location. Yep, that'll lead to faster response time. Yep.
Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once.
That's good. You know, kind of divvy everything up.
So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
Yes and no. Mostly no.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break.
One would say we were on a break, but anyways, yeah, but the Threat of the Abyss is still far from over. But the less work we take, the less we'll earn, and that means no food for you, Paimon, and whatever else you have interest-wise that I do not remember at this moment in time.
Keeping Natlan safe and sound is our priority now. The more can wait.
Okay, who are you, and what have you done with Paimon?
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster.
Okay.
Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Well, normal subjective.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
Yeah, it's not great. Yep, I also hope the day of peace will come soon. But then that means we don't have a game anymore if we have peace.
Huh? Is that the Traveler and Paimon? Hello!
Hi, Kachina.
Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
Yes, both in game and in reality as well.
Yep. Now really isn't the time to stay home and recover anyway. I wanted to do something to help.
Yeah. Well, as long as your leg's okay.
I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in the more remote areas. So I came here to sign up.
Alright, yeah, just don't push yourself too hard.
I'll do my best, and also make sure to stay out of your way. the last thing I want is to add to your work.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, by the way, Shilonen told me that she was ordered to forge you an ancient name.
Ooh, yay. I wonder how that's gonna turn out.
She said that she's all set, and we can head over whenever we're ready.
All right, then,
Wow,
onwards.
So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names. Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
Shilonen. I don't know if I've seen them before or not, but they may be the purple-haired lady I've been seeing in the promotional stuff. Maybe. Or it could be someone completely different. We'll see.
Shilonen is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts of new and fun things.
For example...
She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case, though, she's completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give your name her full attention.
Oh, okay, as long as it's not putting her out. Also, not, being a little vague on the fun aspect. So, that'll be interesting to see how that turns out in the future. Yep, then we should properly thank her when we meet. That we should.
Well, I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe we can go to see Shilonen together?
You just want to see the fun stuff, don't you?
She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I
Oh,
hope she
honey.
wouldn't.
Oh, honey, you're fine. Unless it... I can't think of a reason why anyone would turn you away. Unless it was, some sort of, emergency of some kind.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Yeah, everyone's proud of you. Oh, the pressure. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
On second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump into and hide for a while.
Oh, honey, it's just someone, please. Just protect... just... Yeah, just give her a hug, please. Alright, beyond the smoke and mirrors. Okay, so that's suggesting that there are smoke and mirrors in the first place. Alright, let's see. Where do we have to go next? Far, far away. Alright, let's go ahead and teleport ourselves over there, and we may activate a couple of side quest cutscenes, depending. Alright, here we are. And the llama. Oh, wait, no, this is... Oh, it's the panther, tiger, cheetah lady. Ooh, I know someone
Shilonen,
who's...
I brought the person who needs an ancient name.
I know someone who's gonna get... a little annoyed that I mistaken her for the purple-haired lady. I still don't remember her name. I think who's gonna be on the same banner along with Mawika. Yeah, he's gonna say something, probably. Anyways, moving on with DJ Lady.
He's super amazing, and I've already learned tons of stuff from him. I can vouch that he's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
Ooh, I love your lightning bolt eyes.
Wait, are you Outlanders?
We're out. What? Yeah, basically. But it's kind of funny in how there's an even deeper meaning, to that actually. We're an outlander of the world itself, as one could say.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
And so why would she not say that?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder why she didn't say anything. Or maybe it just wasn't really relevant to the situation at hand. Probably that.
And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills.
Oh, that would be a passive way, passive aggressive there.
But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Are you upset?
I think if anything, it's just more along the lines of she wasn't given the entire picture here, so she wasn't quite maybe as prepared as she probably could have been.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things.
That sounds like code for, I'm going to go around this crate over here and I'm going to, punch something really, really, really hard, or I'm going to go break something, or I'm going to scream really, really loudly in a pillow or something. Something along those lines.
The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time.
Oh, so that's the real reason. Because she knew that it would just lead into an unnecessary arguing, shouting match, and she can't spare that time, obviously. So, I don't know. I still, if anything, you could have at least left like a note or something. So at least that way she would at least know the information, and you just would not be in the blast radius.
Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and
Exactly.
it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else.
Well, I find it's always good to, at the very least, there's no sense in bottling up, your frustration. If anything, go grab like a pillow, or like grab like a stress ball of some kind. Those do work real wonders. At the very least, help get it out of your system.
But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
Impossible, impossible, you say. I'm trying to do weird voices. Let me know if I'm succeeding.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
Oh, we got plenty of that, but does it have to be specifically in the land of Natlan itself for that to work?
Yeah! I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
That's what I thought, yeah. It seems like the deeds are tied to the land itself as well as the memories. So say if so if we haven't done anything here yet, then there's nothing noteworthy to grasp onto, basically.
Yeah, that's right.
I love the slumped over like, really?
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take
The
it one
Night
step further,
Kingdom.
even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, That's just how it is.
Well, of course. You need some form of material to work
Seems
with.
the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
But that means she knows it can work, though.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Especially if you cleared your entire work schedule for said impossible task. Yeah.
Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Shilonen just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby.
Oh, that's a good way to get your frustration out of ya.
Don't remind me. let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
At least until the day's over, and then she can go back to her regular schedule at that point.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, she has no choice at this point in time. Not only is it from the Pyro Archon herself, but also add on to the fact her entire schedule's cleared, so it's not like she's just gonna walk away.
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she
your
believes the ancient
Archon.
name is an indispensable part of our plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen.
Your Archon, you say? Interesting choice of words there. Ooh la la.
In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
That she knows that you can do the impossible.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's just how much she and the Archon trust each other.
Yeah! Let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right?
At the very least, try to brainstorm ideas.
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Or if not her, maybe other Wyabs.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to?
Like, which one's the most compatible maybe?
Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Ah, your game senses are tingling then, I see. So it sounds like we're probably going to have to get the acknowledgement of not just the one, but probably all of them of some kind. Or at least just not all, but not the least either. Somewhere like maybe in the middle, maybe. We'll see. Would we need to gain the acknowledgement of all? Oh. I didn't notice that was a dialogue option. Okay, so you're good addressed it. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess.
Well, we have nothing but time so
We
far.
need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Lolly at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Eatstali.
Granny Eatstali. Hi, Granny.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name.
Oh, she's the one who made that. Okay.
A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm sure she'd be able to help.
No, Paimon, you just jinxed it.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed.
Yeah?
I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
Okay, vagueness so far, but I'm sure we can figure something out.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Yeah. Paimon, just don't say anything.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before?
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
because,
even managed to save Kachina.
Yeah, but we kind of broke the, spirit stone.
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Although it was already like that before we used it. Technically, it was just kind of... if I recall correctly, it was kind of already in two pieces already. They were just sort of connected with each other slightly. Just now that slight connection's not there anymore, but they were still together. So, Technicalities. Ooh, I just noticed you have like some eyeshadow, it looks like. Nice.
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here.
Oh my lord. Ah, gosh darn it, microphone. You can't pick up my laughs? Come on. There we go, okay. Trying to move the microphone a little bit. For some reason, sometimes it picks up my laughter, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, it's like, oh gosh, darn it, Mafrika. You really... Not only did you make it to where I can't take my anger out on you, but you also made it to where any future stuff that we may encounter, I can't yell at you even further. How dare you? We need to have tea, we need to have like some dinner later, and then I can yell at you then.
In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Seat Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon.
Oh, so basically just throw her under the bus. She made us do it. She made us ask you.
I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Someone to deliver it. Maybe... Knowing character-wise, maybe Kinich?
Oh, let's ask Kanich
Oh,
to
there we
deliver
go.
the letter. He understands the
Kanich.
whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Yeah, but you also have... How. I think I said it correctly this time.
Paimon sure hopes a How won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
Game! Stop reading my mind!
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Honestly, he's the best option given the circumstances. He can literally... honestly, I'd be afraid to have him in the same room with Alhaitham, actually. I feel like horrible, horrible things will happen. To everyone else. For them, it would be great, but not to everyone else.
Great. Then I'll go contact him right now.
Perfect.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Okay, sure.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
And nothing bad's gonna happen at all. Like, when have we ever just gone on a stroll and it worked out, for us? All right, let's stab our way up the stairs here. That's right. Every single time I hear Arlecchino's heels smacking onto the ground, it just sounds like she's stabbing into the dirt itself. Anyways, enough of my weird ramblings. Kinich makes his way over after some time. Kinich. And okay, so that no voice in this part. Okay. We meet again. Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the masters of Nightwind and convince Chidlali to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person. So yeah, you need to make sure to grovel when you get there.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan, after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Yes. Although more than likely, considering the circumstances, there's probably a plan, and then another plan, and then another plan on top of that, and then there's a backup for that plan, as well as a plan on top of that. Knowing how this is, at the very least, seeing and how things are going so far with the story, that seems to be the MO.
Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then Mualani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
That is good. That way, comrades in arms to share, with the current situation at hand, that you had to keep silent, especially to other people, your other friends and family, who are maybe not aware of the full scope of things. I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Secret Flame. His name is... Oh, okay, this is about Capitano. Okay. His name is Auroron, and he also hails from the Masters of the Night Wind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the village, tending to his vegetables. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Chidlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
Chidlali. Okay, Chidlali. Seat. Like the chair, seat. That's right. Auroron was an orphan raised by the chef of the Masters of the Nightwind and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life.
Odd, huh?
Yeah, well, it's a JR, well, this is a, action RPG game, so that's kind of par for the course.
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most.
Oh, okay, so everyone's baked most of the time. Got it.
I've never met Auroron, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Or he could just be normal, and that is apparently because he's not odd, is why they're like, oh, normal! Normies! He's a normie! Get him out of here! Banished, I say! Banish the normie! I am in a weird mood today. I don't know why. That's right, so in that sense, Auroron and Chidlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Visions, dreams. I mean, we've had a lot of... Well, remember in Sumeru, we had a lot of those deep dives through the meditation, subspace, mindscape situations. Probably something like that. As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroron joined the Fatui voluntarily or if he was coerced. It could be a column A, column B situation. Chidlali is probably eager to prove that Auroron hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go to talk with her.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroron and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes, if you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutual beneficial collaboration rather than just a one-sided request. Yep, that way we get something out of it, they get something out of it. And we may even get an acknowledgement of the Wayab along the way. Even though I don't think Chidlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole Auroron situation. Yep, that's even more also a good, as well. This way, if they did agree to help us out initially, they may not be able to help us immediately, or they could be distracted while they're trying to help us, or yeah, this way we can get two birds with one stone. Perfect.
Yeah. Plus, we kind of owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
I just imagine just when Chidlali found out that the spirit speaker stone was broken, a wave, an aura of anger and vitriol hatred just bloomed across the entire nation of Natlan. Or maybe in a dream or something, we were just like, I'm sorry, just being barraged with, just her anger into our dreams. I don't know why, I kind of like that headcanon now. Just because of how nervous they sound. That's really why. It's because you guys have not met this person, at all, in person at all. And you guys sound so afraid of her to the point where it's like, we need to bring an offering to her. Otherwise, we're going to be in the dog house or the cat house or whatever. Or the bishop house, whatever we want to call it. Or the Sauron house.
This is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Chidlali can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Oh, come on, you're gonna make me wait. Fine, I'm gonna have to just speed up time. You're gonna speed up what? No, you didn't hear me say anything. Sure, I'll head out right away.
Take care out there, Kaniche.
Where's Ahau? Where is he hiding? Is he under your shirt? He's probably under your shirt. That's where he
I'll be
is.
heading back as well. There's still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Alright, sounds like a plan. So in that case, transition time. Oh, hold on. Transition time.
Oh, it's time to meet
There we
up with
go.
Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Trying to figure out why nothing was happening. Alright. Stab, 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 stab. There's the stab noise. Stab, 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 stab. Hello? You here? There you are.
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. See, Lolly
no.
did not reply to our request. Although, I suppose I'm not too surprised.
They didn't reply, though. Does that mean that maybe she didn't see it, or maybe she couldn't? That's actually what's the exact situation?
You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night Wind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
Or maybe she's also... Maybe it's not Auroron that's helping Capitano. Maybe it is Seedlali, maybe. Let's see if this may end up being a trap, but we'll see what happens.
That's true. Let's go!
Sorry if this is putting you out again. Speaking of which, let me just grab some goodies. You don't mind. As I just kind of sit in your chair and also stand on your table. Alright. Alright, here we are. Let's see. Follow the yellow sparkles once again. You arrive as expected. See, Lali is not there.
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Hold on. Don't count your chickens until
Well,
before
we
they
tried
hatch.
to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
Not necessarily, Paimon. Although I would say at the very least, just hearing a response would have been nice.
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Yeah, I can tell.
So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
There it is. The minute you start bad-mouthing someone, that is exactly the moment when they're gonna arrive. Like, she's standing right behind me, isn't she? Oh, yes, she is. Oh, please, just smack Paimon on the head
We'll
real
talk
quick.
about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even
Oh,
bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she can at least let us know.
Yeah, I agree. But Paimon, maybe you should be facing outward, so just in case you do see someone that could be her. May Paimon rest in peace. Oh, I love this
That's what
already.
aging does to you. Paimon never wants to get old.
She does not speak for all of us.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
And it is at this moment that Paimon realized She fudged up.
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Or is it? She's a witch!
Huh? See, Lolly.
If she's a... I will not be surprised if she's a witch from the... Is it the Hexon Circle or something along those lines? The Hex Circle? I would not be surprised.
Wait, your seat, Lolly? Your Granny Eatstily?
Why you sound so surprised? I mean, look at Zhongli, for Pete's sakes. And he's gosh darn, built like a muscle-bound, tank there.
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny.
You can tell she really, really hates that nickname. Also, I love her color scheme. I didn't realize she had... Okay, I see 1, 2, 3, like 4, maybe 5 different gradient colors in her hair alone.
You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time.
Oh no.
The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid.
Oh. Light novels, you say? Oh no. Let it... gosh darn it, what is her name? Oh, my mind is blanking, but we all know who I'm referring to. A certain fox lady in Inazuma. Oh, no. If... Paimon, may you rest in peace. In pieces.
Oh, wipe that look off your face. You seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Okay, again, why are we shocked? We have seen people like Zhongli. We have seen, like, literally all, if you really want to get technical, literally all the Archons. Just literally all the Archons. You have... I'm trying to think of who else could be falling into the category. The Hatsune Miku character was in a stasis, if I recall, so I don't think she counts, but... I can't think of anyone else immediately off the top of my head, but yeah, no, this is not the first time, everyone, come on.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but, she's actually pretty young.
Yes, you seem to have, conveniently forgotten to mention that little detail, almost like you want to, almost deliberately almost, because you wanted to see our reaction. Yeah, and you were complaining about the Pyro Archon leaving things out. Yeah, okay, maybe there's a reason why you all are, friends.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've
No, it
just
wasn't.
gotten used to it.
I can see that angle, but no, I'm sorry. You just wanted to get front row seats to see the chaos ensured, especially once Paimon started speaking the way she did.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
So, how old are you actually?
No, it's not that you're sorry, Paimon. You're sorry that you got caught. That's what you're sorry about.
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it really just depends on the person. Some people are fine with it, some people aren't. It really, honestly, I think it's more rude that you are asking when you don't know anything about her.
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that your case seems really unique.
It's really not. Paimon, didn't you yourself, weren't, in the trial in Fontaine, literally say, accused Farina of, there are a lot of other, species, you could be numerous other species that, just live a really long time. So this is not like a foreign concept to you. You are just being rude because you just want to be rude, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like, again, it's this person you just met and you're already just like, okay, so how old are you? Like, what is wrong with you, Paimon? You are just, I think she's just doing this I think Paimon's doing a bit of a troll at this point. She realized that she's gotten caught. She's like, oh wow, I'm already gonna be put into an early grave as it is. I might as well just keep on going and see how dig the hole is.
Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting
No, you
more
didn't.
and more of her foot in her mouth.
Yes, you are.
Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
Sorry for the pause there. Hey, you got food out of this Paimon. You wouldn't be completely left out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't
No,
mean
you
to
weren't.
chastise anyone. There's really no
Yes, you
need to take
did.
all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going.
I think if anything, you could have at least let us knew ahead of time either a yes or a no. Regardless, though.
I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, understood. Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No?
You are socially oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're shut in. You are socially awkward. You don't know the etiquette in this. Okay, got
But,
it.
of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me.
See, that's why you have to you have to account for that then, and that's why you have to leave earlier than you would think you would need to for that exact reasoning. Ah, Lord. Yeah.
At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me.
Hey, you all, I'm sorry. I think it was mostly Paimon that was talking smack about you. I was just listening.
Anyway, that's the whole story.
I'm sticking to it.
Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
So this is super awkward.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Paimon, read the room. Read the area. Is she waiting for us to carry on the conversation? Everything she's saying sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if I should laugh. Would it be rude to laugh, or even more rude not to laugh? Okay, you're all okay. I think you're all are overthinking this, and because you're all overthinking this, the longer this silence stretches on, the more awkward this is going to be for everyone. So why don't we just break the ice and just say, anywho, we all are here now. Well, let's go ahead and move on with why we're here. Right? Right. Moving on.
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Okay, guys. Someone needs to say something, like right now.
Anyway, Shilonen.
Thank you.
I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct.
Yes.
The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
Exposition time.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first.
Okay, that was a summarization of the subtitles there.
And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Or they bribed him with something potentially. But considering the fact he is in our party, so there has to be something going on. And also the title, The Smoke and Mirror Situation, so there's also that too. Yep. We'll know once we find him.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
Okay, how fan services is gonna get. Scandalous, we're holding hands! Clutches my pearls. Oh, everything's going staticky again.
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet, again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds.
She's literally reading our entire memories or being itself. So there was the situation in Liyue, there's the situation in
A
Inazuma.
weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
I was gonna say, like, what about Venti? That sounded like Venti. Yeah, what's that supposed to all mean?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night.
I wouldn't say a torch, I would say a little beacon at this point.
Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Oh, is it the Abyss thing?
What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Ah, shoo!
Oh. Did someone plant a bug on us?
That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
I feel like I have very much to worry about what you just did.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
Well, it's a good thing that we didn't go to Hutao at all in recent time.
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Oh, headaches, got it.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
And replace it with alcohol.
It was
Thank you.
nothing.
I don't think it was, but okay. I mean, take the compliment.
Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Is the Lord of the Night going to be a Wyatt?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands.
Okay.
The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Is it the dragon?
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain.
I feel like it would involve graphs and charts, and I wouldn't mind, but it does not seem like we would have the time.
Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream.
Okay, so we need to get drugged out, got it.
But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
There's the fetch quest of the day.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Hey, this is my fetch quest. What are you doing?
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Oh, that means more dialogue. And meeting more people.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
And if anything, if we can't find you immediately, we'll just start talking smack about you so you'll appear magically, because that's how it always goes in these kind of stuff. Oh, there is a thunderbolt
All
attached to the
right,
back
now
of your
it's time
neck.
for us to catch that brat and bring him back.
Oh, there's some familial relationship in that guy, it seems.
Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues.
Although it's either going to be like a mother-son relationship, or it's going to be like a big sister, little brother situation, or it could also be just a mentor and a pupil situation. We'll see how the dynamic is.
He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids.
I have no idea what that
I
is.
assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time.
Wait, so you were in his house, and it looks like maybe someone broke in.
And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Gesundheit.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
I don't know. Maybe that's what he wants you to think.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him?
Maybe they need him to showcase how... What if they're trying to contact the Lord of Shadows? Or what the title was? Maybe they're trying to contact the entity as well.
That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since
Yes, you
he's
do.
the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention.
Yeah, he's... Okay, what? I don't believe he's totally innocent. After all, he's been kidnapped, so he had to have done something wrong for him to be kidnapped. What? Am I reading that correctly? What? I'm just gonna move on from that. That sounds really, really, really weird.
In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
You can
Well,
count on
sure.
us.
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
So, if I wanted to be cheeky about it, the last time we saw Auroron...
What's the occasion?
I'm not going to go back into the menu. But that was the last time we saw him. It looks like we are heading off into a section of the map I haven't been to before. Okay, let's go ahead and teleport over here. Oh, don't be on it now. Come on. We still have ways to go. No, ignore me. You didn't see me. Be gone, enemy. You have not seen me, so go about your business, and everyone will survive another day. Mainly you will survive. For now. Oh, hello. Okay, that happened. And it almost happened again. Okay. Someone needs to fix that bridge, please. All right, what do we got? Oh, it's suddenly nighttime all of a sudden.
This is the spot. An
Or...
eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how
Okay.
much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with a Fatui.
Well, there's obviously something more going on here. Add on to the fact that, well, you're obviously biased, so before we make any judgments, we'll wait and see, what happens when we find him.
I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't you just tell us that you were at his house and it showed not only broken pot, but also some weapon marks left in the house? So it sounds like there was signs of a fight, maybe? Okay. Now I feel like I am not remembering the previous conversation as well as I think I do.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Yeah, could you tell us a little bit more about him?
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant. And
Aww.
the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him.
Aww.
He learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden.
And there's the whole vegetable angle.
He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, if that's all there is to him, then he really didn't sound like a bad person.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him.
And many more.
He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements.
Oh, convenient.
Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
That sounds so weird.
What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Just use our elemental sight.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand.
Some cosmic energy, it looks like. Yeah, I am convinced she's a witch. You're a witch!
How about now?
What do you
And
see?
we see... You got the power too, didn't you? I can see the trail now. It looks like, yeah, flora. Looks like a floral fragrance of some kind.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
And why didn't you look too?
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Yeah, the fact that she's using the spell analogy, phrasing there, tells me all I need to know. She's a witch! Burn her! Burn the witch!
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's.
Aha!
When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're
Okay.
extraordinarily gifted.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say, game.
Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
In a backhanded kind of way. Oh, wow, that was
What does she
quick.
mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me?
Okay, honey, when you use the phrase language of the youth, I think that's all you need to know. Like, I'm hip, I'm cool, I'm down with the lingo. You know, she's just being salty. Does anyone even use that term anymore, salty? What was it called again? I'm trying to remember. There was, like, cap is what I believe it was called. Like, I think cap's a word in recent times, meaning like yes or something, or I don't know. I'm not young or hip or anything. I'm not even gonna pretend otherwise. It's all just we all have our gobbledygook words that we all say. But again, just has no self-awareness whatsoever, and I kind of love it.
But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough?
Oh my
I've
lord.
already tried my best to match their speech patterns, but given the looks on their faces just now,
Okay, I feel like okay. First off, I wonder why your name is question mark for some reason. Second off, are you an android? Are you like an android witch of some kind? Is that even a thing? Someone tell me, is an android witch a thing at all? I think that's a new one. Especially using the terminology speech patterns. But again, you're forcing it though. Just let it flow naturally. Because the more that you force it, the more awkward things are going to be for everyone.
or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Ugh. Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Only you are thinking it. No one... Is that why your outfit is so colorful? Is because you're trying to be, like, eye-catching, like, trying to be hip and cool with the, you know, clothes everyone... Oh my lord, is your entire outfit literally just an amalgamation of what you think would be cool nowadays? I mean, I won't lie, it is a stunning outfit. I love the dress. But oh my lord, she is just she's not even socially awkward. What's the word? Socially inept? Is that what I'm thinking of? I think that's like, you're just completely out in the stratosphere of like, no, not even within this realm. But you don't have to try to be, you know, hip or anything. You know, you don't have to force it, hon. You know, just be you.
Huh?
Oh my lord, please tell me that we can hear all of this. Please tell me we can hear her thoughts. Is that why it's question marked? I think I just... Yes! Yes! We can hear her. Oh, this is gonna both be... This is good blackmail material. Oh... I am grinning like a madman so much. Like, she has no idea what she's done. I think when she gave... And Paimon noticed too. So that means that when she gave the connection power, she either forgot it had a little side effect or... Like, oh, honey, you're gonna die of embarrassment. And I'm gonna love it when it happens. Oh, I am here for this. I don't need to say what Aether's
that?
saying.
See Lolly's voice?
Yes, Paimon, it's time. Wait, careful. Because if we can hear her, she could probably hear us. So Paimon, don't think about anything incriminating. Just think of food the entire time. So just do what you normally do. My mind is like a blank slate. Yes, seems Paimon heard the same voice, but she also looks like she understood what's going on. Let me think. Ah, it must have been a side of. Yep, there it
Now
is.
that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time.
Helpers?
Some things are best done with the help of friends.
Aw, she consider us as friends. So we can now hear her thoughts through telepathy. Wow, yay, this is amazing. All the blackmail we can get from her. Yay! Something like this could only happen with Silali. I really, really kind of want to pull for her now. I won't lie. Just because she's like my spirit animal in this instance. Like, I can relate to her on so many levels. Because I also, when it comes to people interaction, especially on people who I see on a day-to-day basis, I am constantly overthinking. Did what I say piss them off? Are they okay? Am I saying are you okay too often? You know, etc., etc. Like, I can relate to this so badly.
Oh?
Oh.
They appear to be feeling quite confident.
No,
Looks like our work
no.
will go smoothly.
You bet. Just leave it to us. Oh, she can't hear us. We can hear her, but she can't hear us. Oh, I love it. Ah! I apologize if I'm loud at certain points, but this is just so juicy and horrifying at the same time.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's
It looks
go
like
take
every-
a look.
It looks like
That
every...
little brat, I swear. I just hope he hasn't gotten himself into any real trouble.
You have no idea about the Fatui whatsoever, do you? Also, look at the capybaras, or what I think are capybaras over there. My eyesight's not good.
Yeah, judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
No, really? Is it the... is there a fact that there's a fire pit and there's a, spot where they had, cooked their food? Or some other substance of some kind?
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd.
On how?
Let me see.
Wait. Is that pot still full? Why would it still be full?
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
Oh, okay, so it sounds like Auroron probably is kidnapped, and this is a symbol. This is probably a breadcrumb for a very specific someone.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind.
Night
Only
Wind, that's
someone
what it
from our
was.
tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened.
No one threatens Vegetable Boy and gets away with it. Only I get to do that!
We've got to find him. Fast.
Okay, so then it tells me that maybe what we... Okay. It's possible from the way it sounds like they grabbed him before they confronted Mavuika. Obviously that went wrong, so Auroran did an emergency thing, but mainly due to his current situation. So it tells me with the way things are, he's being threatened. Maybe someone's being held hostage, potentially, or... And maybe it has to do something with the village itself, maybe. I don't know, I'm not sure. It's still a bit vague at the moment, but at least now we know this person is in distress. But just gotta be careful. I'm too distracted by the capybara just tossing and turning in the background there. It's so cute!
Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch.
Okay, so no trust whatsoever. So that, yeah. So, under coercion. Again, I still feel like there's going to be a twist of some kind. But that's just the, skeptic in me.
If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But
what if my darling grandson is also there? I
Aww,
can't have him caught in the crossfire.
darling grandson, you're so sweet.
No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise, he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
I'm assuming she's not actually making those body movements outwardly, and this is all in her mental mindscape. Yeah, this is awkward. I love how both me and Paimon realize that we can hear what we can hear. Alright, up we go for more shenanigans. I swear, this is possibly the most awkward side quest I've currently have done and remember. I'm just waiting for the reveal so
There are
badly.
traces of people staying here too.
Yay, Paimon.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up.
Uh-oh, it sounds like he may have gone caught.
I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro,
Well,
and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
like I can't even smell. I honestly, that's really impressive to me because I don't have a strong sense of smell. Like I can't really smell flowers, unfortunately. So it has to be like a very, very powerful odor for me to be able to smell just a small whiff of it.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me.
Oh, she's smirking.
There are signs of a struggle here.
Wow, she's
Judging
multitasking.
from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Seems like Auroran found a chance to fight back, which is good, but also bad at the same time.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroran wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, judging by the distress signal from before, Rowan was being held by the Fatui, so given the difference in numbers, he probably wouldn't have been able to overpower them. Yeah, especially since it was so nearby, so it's possible maybe he tried to sneak away after it. That looked like a very small camp, though. They really should have added a little bit more features there.
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, we should split up as well.
Because that's gonna go so well.
I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later.
So by default, that means we get the correct option. How far?
What the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. Ah, you little brat.
Hello, hello. Okay, for a second the microphone didn't seem like it was picking up anything. Oh my lord, we are literally just standing and watching her as she walks away.
And out she
I love it.
goes.
Yes, now we can collude with each other now without giving what we know
Traveler,
away.
did you hear all of that as well?
Yeah.
Once you left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response.
Paimon, why would you do that? This is perfect. This is a perfect blackmail opportunity. Yeah, it does not go both ways. Oh, trust me, you would have known already if it was going both
So
ways.
you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads.
No, you do not know. You didn't really get a good read on her when you all first met, did ya? Yeah, you did not notice a thing, and it's gonna be great. Oh, please. I'm gonna say this right now. If she never realized what she's done, that will be funny. And maybe in the next next main quests down the road, maybe it'll get revealed and it'll be even more funny. But I will be content though, that if it gets resolved, probably at the end of this quest, that there'll be some form of realization, and I hope, I cannot wait to see the most animated moments. Because there's no way they're not gonna have this be actively animated movement of the body wise. There has to be some crazy, like, all over the place crying, going into the corner and wallowing in despair of all the embarrassing things we heard her say. Oh, it will be delicious. Just grow mushrooms in the corner. Anyways, enough about my long rants. But then why are you watching if you're not here to hear my lovely voice? Alright, yeah.
She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect.
You're a little puppet literally tied to Celestia, and I am literally from the cosmos. I would be more surprised if it was normal. If we had normal effects.
If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
Well, of course. I mean, the first time you met her, she literally was, not too, yeah, she was kind of yelling at you. I'm trying to remember. No, I don't think she ended up smacking Paimon, unfortunately. Fine. Fine game, you can't smack your mascot. At least give her a little tap on the head, at least. I mean, come on. Alright, well, onwards we go into a weird random section here. Okay, here we go.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Follow, follow, follow the string of lights towards our destination. Running, 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 running. It's really not that far. Yeah, there are traces of that word here, but...
Did you find something?
Yes and no. I found some traces of this, but it completely ends here. Well, considering the fact that he can fly, considering he can literally jump and fly upwards, I think that's probably what happened here.
Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either.
Look up.
But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
Yeah.
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
Hi, vegetable boy. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call you that from now on. You are not, that is Veggie boy. You will be Veggie boy from now on. I like it. Or Veggie kid, Veggie boy. I like Veggie boy at the moment. You know, it will evolve as time goes on. You're the wind beneath my sails. Yeah, oh, hon, you know whose voice that is. Wabba, 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 wabba. Oh. Are we in the Night Kingdom? Not good. Yeah, no, I was correct. We are here. Either that or... What is that? It looks like it may be a last line of defense area, it seems.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you.
Well, then don't. Oh, wow, he literally has his hand right above my neck.
I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment.
I think A lot of people have that sense, but
And
yeah.
given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
Hi, veggie boy. Yeah, what does this mean exactly?
The Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke.
Okay, so how far down does this rabbit hole go in terms of the fake personification, maybe putting up a front? Maybe you are still being watched, maybe, or maybe see Lali's doing some shenanigans herself. But then again, she's also pullable, I believe. So I'm a little conflicted here.
My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
No.
Greetings,
captain.
traveler from afar.
Hi, Daddy. I mean, Captain.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
Oh, okay. So he's, not only vulnerable, but also very big, too. Ooh. I'm sorry, everyone. I can't help myself.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
Okay, yes, so it's obvious you're working together, but what do you want?
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person.
Is that what this is, or is this more of a projection? I'm a little fuzzy on the details, I feel
I
like.
will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan.
Okay.
If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
Oh, but then we don't get cool, awesome anime fight scenes then. Boo, you're no fun, Dad.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Oh, Veggie Boy, you know that is not gonna happen. She is going to get dragged in regardless. Transition. Paimon, did you bake something to my food again?
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Paimon, how many times has this happened at this point throughout this journey? You should be... At this point, you really should just be like, okay, he has a pulse. Good, okay, we can go from there. Now, as long as I wasn't like... I mean, honestly... Yeah, this has happened so many times now, I've lost count. So, I mean, I still understand the worry and everything, and I do appreciate it, but still, at the very least... yeah, okay. Yeah, I have nothing else. Moving on. Yeah, was my full virtually... Oh, that's a comforting thing, knowing that that can happen at any time, where my soul can just be forcibly removed from my body without my... consent there. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's totally not worrisome at all.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
I literally had my soul ripped from my body. No, I am not okay.
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
Didn't you literally just say you got rid of him? Yeah, just a little lightheaded. And
Don't worry.
a little vomit.
We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not hearing her thoughts. Oh, she's cryo. Good to know. Ah, they're being truthful. Then they must have reasonable motivation for what they did. But should I try? No. 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 You know who you're dealing with. No. No. Reasonable motivations? No! You've seen what's happened! You know! Like, gosh. I'm gonna take a deep breath right now. Calm myself down before I started going into a screaming of no, 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 like King Kai and DBZ, abridged. And I'm going to just see what happens. But I will still say this one more time, in case anyone doesn't know my answer. No. Yes, I could, but I'm not going to. Okay, yes, I like that idea. It's like, it means giving up on the lead. I appreciate that that sounds like we're not going to trust them, but we're just going to keep following and see how far we can go until we can't keep it a secret anymore. Yep, haven't done anything with the Fatui or the Masters of the Night Wind, yada yada. I'll stay quiet and see how... Yep, see what we can find out.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
Yeah, but the plot doesn't allow me to say anything verbally, voiced-wise, so yeah, that's not gonna happen.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
Yes, Granny.
In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now.
Okay, we're going to have a picnic, got it.